where were we? Oh yes. There's a dragon under church, have you heard, have you heard? Made by a toad and bird, have you heard, have you heard? It's eating nuns for fun, and the story's just begun. Have you heard, have you heard, have you heard? The folk of Hampshire were all on high alert. And there was only one thing on everyone's tongue. Indeed, it was the talk of the town. There's a dragon under church. The word was, knights from the far corners of Britain were on their way. The word was, although things were desperate, things were also a little bit exciting. Well, a mythical beast can have that effect. The vicar, however, was not in such a good mood. 1 week had passed since he'd saw that tail descend into that cellar, and what a week! Terrible, in fact. The beast had already eaten 3 nuns. He had told the nuns to stay away, but they insisted on visiting the church on a daily basis. Nuns, the vicar exclaimed. Can't live with them, can't live without them. So, to keep the dragon happy and the nuns alive, the vicar had started feeding the dragon woodlice, slugs, maggots, and worms. Luckily, the church was full of them, but they won't last forever, thought the vicar. Anxiously, he waited for the knights to arrive. Knights in shining armour arrived one by one, and the townfolk cheered with encouraging smiles. But the following day, the town was sombre as another knight's horse slowly trotted home alone. The dragon was just too quick and powerful. In the darkness, the dragon would attack anything that moved, anything that had a face, anything. Of course, Egbyrt Green knew this. He knew all there was to know about dragons, cockatrices or drakes. Did you know that a drake is made when a toad hatches a duck egg? I did, said a very confident Egbyrt as he trotted down from Sussex. The townsfolk couldn't believe their eyes when they saw Egbyrt riding to town. He seemed like a star. He seemed as if the sun itself was upon a horse. Hope returned to the town, but why was he so shiny? The vicar also saw this shining spectacle, but decided that it was just a mirage after another sleepless night. But nay, was it a mirage? It was mirrors! Lots of them, all attached to Egbyrt's armour. People of Hampshire, I'm reflecting the sunlight using a material called a mirror. This material is made from sand. The townsfolk gasped. Egbyrt, 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 the townspeople chanted. As Egbyrt approached the church, the vicar declared, Egbyrt Green, from from yonder Sussex, cousin to Jim Polk of Lyminster, we welcome you in our time of need. Aid us now to claim your place eternally in our hearts and minds. Take me to the dragon, said Egbyrt with supreme confidence. Egbyrt and his horse were led to the cellar door. Interestingly, did you know that cellar door was thought to be the most beautiful two words in the English language? Say it with me now. Cellar door. Cellar door. Cellar door. Cellar door. This is beautiful. Anyway, as quick as a flash, Egbyrt opened the cellar door and put a 6-foot-high mirror inside, and then slammed the door shut. Instantly the dragon wailed, "Aah!" and began its attack. Egbyrt turned to the vicar and with a smile said, "That will do. Meet me back here tomorrow morning." The next morning the dragon grunted and coughed, and smoke and dust slowly exited the cellar. The dragon was exhausted, but still its enemy was not dead. All night the dragon had fought against its own reflection. As the morning church bell rang, the dragon hit its head one last time against the mirror and dropped to the ground. At hearing this sound, Egbyrt walked in and chopped off its head. And that was an end of our cockatrice in Hampshire. I say because there were more than just one cockatrice that terrorised the Hampshire area. But luckily for the vicar, no more came to the church near the riverbank. In fact, to commemorate the event, the vicar made a weather vane of the dragon, and it can still be found to this day in the Andover Museum. As for Egbyrt, he was given 4 acres of land in Harwood Forest for his incredibly smart victory over the dragon. So, remember, when a toad hatches an egg, there is only one outcome. A dragon, or as they call them in Hampshire, a cockatrice. Thanks for watching and subscribe. Did you know there's a place you should not go? As you climb, there's a strength in your mind. Did you see in that place you should not be? A light glimmering under eyes unblinking, dragons and gold. As long as the day is old, dragons and gold. Follow the brave and bold, a story to be told, dragons and